Hello everyone, this is me, Bandana, and as you know, this is a talk show related to mental health, and we named it as Inside Out. So, yeah, here people come and share their experiences in different phases of their life. So, yes, and this episode is all about body image, what people go through as body image is getting a relevant topic where people are thriving themselves to get into a perfect so-called size or so-called physique, just pushing themselves so hard just to get their perfect size or ideal image of physique. So here we have Shraddha. Shraddha. She is an artist in huge umbrella, I would say. So I want her to like introduce herself to us because it's way to express her in word, I guess. So yeah.
Okay, hi guys. So huge umbrella, she's right. So I'm someone who started my career कि मैं company secretary बनूंगी, and then I reached the final level, and then I realized, oh no, I'm not a cutout for this. And then I wanted to pursue psychology, but then it did not match up with my family's expectations. Then I pushed myself into digital marketing because that was the only thing I could do from home because I really wanted to keep earning because before going back to my hometown, I had a chance to do a job. There's a lot of mix that I've tried. I've tried different things. In lockdown, I explored myself as a writer, and then that's when I published my book. And currently, I'm working as a strategist in an advertising agency, which is also completely accidental. Long story, कभी और बात करेंगे इस बारे में. So that is one thing I'm doing parallelly. I'm working on my books, which is a fiction, by the way. So my characters are all over the place. And then on weekends, I explore open mics, any other kind of talents that I can explore. I have communities for that. And Mumbai being a city where you can find everything and everyone, so it becomes easier, a lot easier. So yeah, that's the update right now.
It's
So
so
yeah,
where you explore yourself in different sector as well. And it's somewhere
yeah.
people are scared of. So yeah, you're putting a big example to them. Thank you being here.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Yeah, we have this small segment where you will react through your emotion, as you can just
Okay,
your thumbs up with that reaction, okay? So that I can see that it's working. Thank
cool.
you. So yeah, fine. So
Hmm.
yeah, let's just get into it. So
Yep.
first foremost, like how you feeling right now? What is your aura right now related to your body? Okay. So I want to know more about this emotion.
So I think the way I feel is कि अभी आप मुझे कहीं भी launch कर दो and like I'm just ready, I'm on the go. So
This is
yeah, that's the kind of feeling.
yeah, it's so spontaneous kind of. So it's nice. So
Yeah.
if now like I guess you came so far related to talking about body image. So if I want to know like if someone criticize how you feel now,
Mm.
I want an
I think
explanation.
I think I'm always surprised at the audacity of the people.
Ah.
कि how can they take a step outside and say कि oh my God, you are तो looking fat. I mean, dude or girl, who asked you? Did I came and ask you? No, right? So why are you telling me? So I think the audacity always surprises me of people who go out of their way to tell me ki how I am looking and how I should look. So yeah,
Definitely, like it's being a journey for you as well. So how
long, long journey.
now you feel that comparison thing as well? If yes, then how exactly you deal with it? With an emotion.
Mm, mm. So initially, I used to take it to my heart, and I used to go home and I used to overthink for hours and days, and I was like, कि यार. But then later in my life, I learned that comparison is the thief of joy. And now when people tell me like, Abhi, if I was wearing this to like somewhere outside, the first compliment or the first comment, not compliment, will come is ki, Arey, say Sunny Deol. Because, I have like big, big arms. So, pehle wali Shraddha was very much, you know, सहम जाएगी if I have to give it a word. But now that I just laugh it off and I just move on because, I mean, why should I even give my attention on energy to something like this? And if I'm too angry, I can just hit it if I have such so many like इतने बड़े biceps है तो I will use them, no? मार वार दूंगी और क्या but I rather save my energy. I keep my mood on. Unless I'm in a really sarcastic mood, then you will get a good comeback. Otherwise, I'm not investing my energy anymore. I'm like, I have better things to do in life.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So last, the foremost question for it, like how exactly you feel when it comes about the image you take care. Like people think na it's a cover of us, how we look. So do you even believe in this? If not, then how you deal with that?
Mm, it's a little confusing for me also, but I think I'll take this. Because I believe that, yeah, it does act like a cover, but it doesn't completely say about you. And when you accept that about yourself, it liberates you. That's why the air balloon, those are air balloons, which when you accept yourself, it just liberates you. You really, like hear this in a lot of movies and serials that, accept yourself and this, but when you really, really do it for yourself, I mean, this is what happens. You just liberate yourself from everybody else, from those external validations. Matlab, I will still get ready and ask you that, hey, how I am looking. Like just before this call, I asked you, I'm wearing this. Is it okay? So, I will still ask those questions. But if you say me no, or yes, no or yes, my reaction would not change. I will still be in a neutral mood. I'll just try to understand why you are saying what you are saying. And there are very few people I ask this question to that, hey, how I am looking. Like really rare set of people whom I know are progressive enough to not comment in कोई इतना lower जाके comment करेगा ही नहीं. I don't ask those people. So my set of people, I think I'm touchwood, I'm blessed with people जो ऐसे है ही नहीं. They're progressive enough to look beyond this. So yeah.
It's so nice. Like, I don't know, this might come into video or not, but it's being a pleasure to have you here. Trust me when I say
Thank you.
it's
Thank
like
you so much.
I planned and it's coming true.
I agree. It's like a year later, but I am happy that it's happening, and I'm happy that I planned it someday back. Maybe it took longer than we planned, but I'm happy that it's happening. I'm
Exactly.
just happy.
It's like right people and in the right space, and it's happening. We
Yes.
share certain things. It's
No better description than this.
exactly. So, yes, do you feel that social image and social pressure does impact our body image about ourselves?
I wouldn't lie, it does. And especially it does क्योंकि एक level आता है when you liberate yourself from external validations. But then in your internal periphery also you have your family who
Mm-hmm.
comes in, जिनके बीच बहुत ज्यादा generation gap होता है. Then to deal with people like this, they already have a particular set of mind. And
Mm-hmm.
like they are elder to you, 30, 40 years elder to you. So there is no way you're going to take them back to basics and teach them anything. Like if someone my age, I can literally say ki, please go back and learn this again, unlearn and learn. I can still try, but with them I can't. So it gets tricky there. It does take a toll sometimes, but then I think you build your mechanisms, you talk to the right people when it happens, and you get back on your toes. So I wouldn't say it doesn't happen, but you will have to find your own defense mechanism, because there are few set of people in your life like your parents, your grandparents, your extended family who is going to be there, and who is going to have their own uh, perceptions about you. So yeah, rather than taking it to the heart, take it with a pinch of salt. and talk to the right set of people right after that, so that whatever you're feeling comes out. Don't suppress it because it will get stored in your body. So just let it out with the right set of people. Or when I don't find anyone, like if it's 4 in the morning and I really don't want to call someone for something really silly, then I just open my voice record and I just keep ranting and yapping and then I delete. That works for me. It at least gets out. So I think that is how I have made my peace with this thing. But yeah, to answer your question, it does affect, and you have to build some mechanisms to deal with.
I will go through, like, I'll ask about this coping mechanism which you follow. Before that, I want you to let people know about your journey, how you came so far, and you went through a lot, I guess. So, yes, I want you to share that.
Okay. So first and foremost is I am someone who has faced skin shame also and fat shame also. So when I was in fifth or sixth grade, I was really slim, like single haddi बुलाते हैं ना, single हड्डी माचिस की तीली and etc etc. So I was that girl and I was really black. Right now I'm looking little fair because I've put up lipstick, so lipstick just brings up that glow. Otherwise I'm British only in color. So I was that girl. So everyone used to tell me कुछ खाया करो, this, all those lame advices. And then bang, like boom, I am in seventh grade. I get my periods. And once you are in that cycles, hormones are crazy. जिसने physics पढ़ा है उसको पक्का समझेगा, I'm sure. So my body just started, मतलब मैं एकदम से मोटी होने लग गई. So there was a phase where I was like perfect. I was not skinny. I was not fat. A textbook perfect. But then it kept increasing because my body started bloating, then fat gain hone lag gaya because hormones went crazy. So from skinny, I went fat. Till ninth grade, I got fat. And then everybody came with another set of advices कि diet बढ़ा लिया क्या, exercise कम कर दी क्या, what is happening in your life, why are you gaining weight, and you are in your teens. You are in that phase where you feel like you should look the best. You
Mhm.
have to be the best, you have to be the most popular girl in the school, and you have all those nice teenage dreams. So wo pressure and this all, I started skipping my meals. I made it half. I used to starve myself कि नहीं नहीं फिर से पतला होना है, फिर से पतला होना है, because I wanted to be that textbook perfect girl. Because I saw the skinny phase, I saw the textbook perfect phase, and then I saw the fat phase. And I wanted to be in that textbook phase, but I did it all the wrong way. तो मैंने मील्स हाफ कर दिया एंड आई लॉस्ट लाइक रियली फास्ट, मतलब आई थिंक 2-3 months में आई लॉस्ट. एंड देन आई वाज सो कॉन्फिडेंट कि मैं जब चाहूँ आई कैन लूज द वेट जस्ट बाय रिड्यूसिंग द मील्स. सो आई यूज्ड टू एनी टाइम स्टार्ट ईटिंग बहुत ज्यादा. सो दिस साइकिल वेंट ऑन फॉर years where I am getting fat, I'm getting slim, I'm getting fat, I'm getting slim. Went on for like I think 6-7 years. And
Okay.
then you get all those stretch marks. It's really unhealthy. You get a lot of mood swings, and then from teenage you turn to adult in this years. It's a it's very hard. And that was the time when I used to take every comment to my bedroom. Every comment used to make me cry, and my pillow used to listen to my cribbing and everything. All the bad things I told my body, कि why my body is like that. I'm blaming just my body कि ये तुम्हारी गलती. So all that phase came, and then finally there was a time when I joined gym after lockdown. And I think तब से मुझे थोड़ा right way में समझ आने लगा that how to take care of your body. And even बीच में ऐसे भी incidents हुए where I was doing psychology and other things, and I started understanding things in a very progressive way. That's when I started moving forward. तो ये सब चीजें जब एक साथ हुई, then I understood that your no matter how your body is, it is beautiful. A, B, it is the source of everything you do. Everything and anything you do, it's you have to thank your body, because without it you are not you without it.
Mhm.
You are nobody. And third point which I learned very late, ki respect yourself. I never used to respect myself. I was always, blaming my body, my eating. Everything that I did, I used to be against it. Then either I should stop it or I should respect it. So it took quite like I think a decade for me to learn all these crazy things. And now I am in a space where I'm still healthy. I still need to lose, I think, because I have also learned कि fat होना एक बात है, healthy होना एक बात है. I have drawn that line, and right now I feel healthy. I can do things I want to do. Also, apparently I want to lose weight, but in my own way. I'm not going to do it because I want to look textbook beautiful. I would do it because I want to do trekking, to get it ready to get something bigger. Not only because I want to look good, because I look good right now also. There's
Like,
no harm in looking this way.
thank you
So
for
yeah.
this out that you respect, like respecting yourself is foremost important. And yes,
Yes.
from your way, your journey, I want to light that thing that with transition of age, body do change. So it's hard
Yes.
for people to even understand that, and blame themselves for that, right? That
Yeah.
can affect our body. So how
Yes.
we deal with it, and because it's a transition, right? We will change. We will.
Exactly. I mean, it's exactly like the quotes you read these days on Instagram. Every fourth scroll, you read that get out of your comfort zone. Your
Mhm.
body is right there. It keeps getting out of comfort zone. So how can it be a bad thing if it's important for your growth? So I think people should relate this crappy quotes from Instagram to reality and make it some valuable thing in their life.
Definitely. And yes, I want you to share more about like your relationship with food. As you said, you were
Yeah.
fasting and it's been like 6 years you did it. And the relationship of food as well as the exercises, because it's a huge thing impact in our body and
Hmm.
does our body image too. So yeah.
Okay, so my relationship with food also because of that fasting thing, I used to control all the favorite things I loved. So I really love dal rice.
Yeah.
And as soon as you are asked to lose weight, that is the first thing you have to quit because it's high carbs or high fiber, I don't know. But आपको इतना से खाना allowed होता है. And I'm a Marwadi and I'm born in Bengal. I mean, I love rice. I can eat any variant of rice. तो मेरा वो और when I don't eat like if I don't eat rice, it's not for good for the people around me. I mean, I'm okay, but I can't guarantee what will happen to the people around me. So my relationship with food really dropped. I was eating in smaller portions. I was eating anything. Matlab, I was eating kurkure, but I'll not eat 10 but 5. But then I'll skip on dal rice and roti sabzi because I had that now. So I think it went all downhill. All the myths came up. कि बस कम खाना है. That was my only agenda. And I used to do everything. I used to do yoga and aerobics because I'm someone who can't sit like straight. अभी मैं बहुत देर से ऐसे बैठी because I'm talking. But if you will leave me 5 minutes without talking, if I'm not talking, I'll start dancing, I'll start moving, I'll start fidgeting. I can't sit in one place. I constantly keep moving. So मेरा वो energy hyperactive हूँ मैं. तो मेरा वो एनर्जी यूज होना बहुत जरूरी है. सो आई यूज टू डू ऑल दिस स्टफ ऑन द साइड एंड देन आई वाज लाइक इफ आई एम डूइंग दिस आई कैन ईट व्हाटएवर,
Mm-hmm.
which is also not a very great thing to do, which I learned very very later in life. So my relationship with food right now also, even though I have learned middle phase mein, I've learned how to balance your diets and stuff, I think I'm not able to do it on regular basis. uh but yeah, I mean, it's just very tricky. And every time I eat something fried or something like that, in back of the mind I have that thought कि यार अब ये खा लिया तो यार मोटे हो जाएंगे यार. ऐसा वाला थॉट एक बार तो आता है, which is what I really want to change, but I have still not found how to do that. So yeah, that's a honest thing. कि हाँ ये है, थोड़ा है.
It's somewhere a guilt as well. Like if we consume that, this will happen in that way.
Yes, exactly.
So if we talk about this, like you talked about the Instagram quote, right? Sorry, quote. So
Yeah,
what you feel like is there social media influencing people to get into a proper that imagination sort of body or physique there, because it's a clash between real and real life, right? So
always
you
always.
take about this.
I think even if I also want to say it in one line, I will say that while you are scrolling reels, you are ignoring the reality of life. Because आप reels scroll कर रहे हो and then suddenly you will see a girl who is doing belly dancing and then you will want a body like that and you will next 2 days we will see that people are doing that fasting wala thing. I don't know what you call it. Intermittent fasting, I think. Or they will go on keto diets if they are not gents like us. Then they can go for keto diets and stuff like that. And I think social media plays a very big role because it gives you aspirations without proper knowledge. It will
Ex-
give you the right aspiration that you have to be rich, but it will not give you the right path. तो आपका दिमाग 10 जगह चलेगा कि मैं ये भी कर लेती हूँ, मैं वो भी कर लेती हूँ, मैं सब कर लेती हूँ. इन्फ्लुएंसर ऑन सम रील सेड कि यार मैं तो बस वेला बैठा था एंड देन आई स्टार्टेड डूइंग दिस एंड बूम इट हैपेंड. He is not going to sit and tell you that how many times he actually did it. He is
exactly.
not going to sit and tell you कि इसके पीछे 100 retakes थे. He is going to tell his story in 1 minute because that's how much attention span we have nowadays. हम
Mhm.
reels भी I think 20 seconds के ऊपर जाते we go to the next reel. So
Exactly.
you're listening to someone's story for 20 seconds and you're not even thinking कि उसने 20 hours इसमें डाले, 200 hours डाले या 2000 hours डाले, and you just decide कि यार ये तो lucky है इसलिए इसने कर. So I think social media gives you a lot of aspirations about your body कि आपको एकदम fit दिखना चाहिए और आपको लंबी लाइफ जीनी है तो आपको ये करना चाहिए, but it never gives you the right path to do it. So yeah, social media influences like it plays with your mind constantly कि आपको अचीव भी करना है बट यार फिर सेकंड रील आएगी कि अरे लाइफ में मस्त रहने का, योलो यू ओनली लिव वन, एंड यू जस्ट फॉरगेट अबाउट द फर्स्ट रील. So I think that attention span is also affecting the way you are treating yourself because every 20 seconds you are having a new thought and already human brains like have every day like what 75,000 thoughts statistically. So I think उसके बाद ये सब handle करना तो it's you are just lost, and then you just shut your phone after an hour of doing it, your eyes are tired and just keep your phone and you sleep, so you end up doing nothing because there is so much to do. So I
Exactly.
think that's how social media plays with you.
Thank you for putting this out that how this is literally affecting it. So yeah, can you just explain how is it like we have seen like whatever we think about ourselves, it reflect
Hmm.
people as well. So do you think
Hmm.
like relationship also get affected if whatever way we think about ourselves?
I was relating that to this was कि जब से मैंने ये ट्राई किया people started looking me in a different way, huh? And there were few people whose look never changed. जो पहले था वही बाद में था. So I think that's when you learn that कि
Hmm.
तुम्हें किसके साथ वो रिलेशनशिप रखना है और किसके साथ नहीं रखना है. एंड या व्हेन यू आर फैट एंड देयर आर पीपल, so if there are thin people around you and you are confident about yourself you will not feel anything, but if there are judgmental people around you,
Hmm.
you know, जो इन सबको गलत समझते हैं या समझते हैं कि she is someone who should wake up early and run on treadmills, she she is someone who should stop eating sugar and should go on diets. आप ऑरा से ही पहचान जाओगे once you have achieved that confident level, no, you can just feel the aura that in what room you feel. And I think after that you just let your gut guide you कि भाई ये रूम अपने लिए नहीं है, कोई बात नहीं, and it's okay. You are not made for every room, you are not made for everything. You are a niche in yourself and people need to understand this. People sometimes I think go crazy because they want to fit in every frame.
Exactly.
People need to understand कि कुछ frames exclusively उनके लिए designed है and they are exclusive. They are not ordinary. So I think that's when I learned that be it my hair, be it me styling up myself, be it taking care of myself, representing myself, the way I'm speaking, everything. When I started learning that, I think it all I started attracting better people. I just started meeting the people who would match these vibes. And you know, अपने आप relationships में boundaries आने लग गई. I never had to take like extra effort.
Mhm.
Sometimes I struggled. I had that devil and God conversation in my head at time. But I think अपने आप जो relationships है उसमें boundaries बनने लग गई. I started attracting better companies. I started getting gelled up with better communities. who taught me so much more. I mean, I thought I was progressive, but I was literally here. I met them and I reached here, then I reached here, and then I am reaching somewhere bigger. So I think as much as you start accepting yourself, bad things also about you, you are not going to be flawless. First, accept the very, very basic human nature. Humans are flawsome.
Thank you
If
for
you have to accept, yeah, we are all humans. People forget that before anything else, they are just pure humans. They are going to have their flaws. So accept it. Work on them, but accept it first. If you want to change it, it's completely okay, but accept it first. Acknowledge it. Then find the right ways to change it. मेरी तरह खाना skip मत कर. Doesn't pay well. You will not be able to do good tricks.
unknowingly you have put it that process, like acknowledging it and accepting it. It it
Yeah.
can make a bigger change in you. Like if you acknowledge it and try to accept it, it's give you a bigger change in yourself and you be a
Hmm.
better version of yourself.
I think now when you said it, acknowledge and accept, I think in 3 words it can be acknowledge, accept, and alter.
E-
I think that's it.
Exactly. So by this, if
Yeah.
you can point out what are your coping mechanisms so that it will be easy for the people who are listening to you.
So first coping mechanism is to speak to the right kind of people. The people I'm talking about, how you would know is when you tell them, they will not hear, they will listen. There is a difference. कुछ लोग सिर्फ pretend करते कि वो सुन रहे हैं, असली में सुनते हैं. Secondly, just when you're reaching things, just make sure कि वो भी थोड़ा सा right frame of mind में है. Because हो सकता है they really want to help you, but at that point they are not able to. So first ask for their permission. If they are, okay, if they can help you in this. Because then you don't go through all that process जहाँ तुम उसे explain कर रहे हो वो समझना भी चाहता है पर समझ ही नहीं पा रहा.
Mhm.
Because really बहुत ही कम लोगों को पता होता है कि कब वो सुनने के लिए ready और कब नहीं. Because some people are just like they always want to help without realizing if they are in a position to help. So first make that clear कि जिस भी person को आप reach out कर रहे हो, he or she is also in a good mind space to listen to you, and make it clear कि आप सिर्फ rant कर रहे हो कि आपको advice चाहिए. Very important. You should know. क्योंकि अगर आपको सिर्फ rant करना और वो advice देगा तो it will piss you off more.
Exactly.
So that, and then third, if you don't find anyone, होता है बहुत बार होता है, you don't find anyone and it's completely okay. It's not like you don't have people in life. It's not like you are lonely. Stop saying self. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. इट्स जस्ट एन अनफॉर्चुनेट मोमेंट कि जब आपको जरूरत है तभी कोई अवेलेबल नहीं है. डोंट गो इन दैट साइकिल कि जब मुझे जरूरत होती है तभी कोई नहीं होता है, सब मेरे साथ ऐसा ही करते हैं. ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. यू हैव अ ग्रेट सेट ऑफ पीपल. इट्स जस्ट दैट वन अनफॉर्चुनेट मोमेंट. डोंट लेट इट डिसाइड योर रिलेशनशिप्स विद एवरीवन. सो व्हाट आई डू इज आई विल आइदर रीड अ बुक जो मुझे डायरेक्शन दे देगा. बिकॉज आई रीड अ लॉट ऑफ बुक्स तो मुझे मेरा जॉनर पता है. मुझे मेरा ऑथर जॉनर सब पता है. आई गो टू वेक्स किंग का बुक गुड लाइफ गुड वाइफ्स. उसका कोई भी पेज खोल के मैं पढ़ने लग जाती हूँ. आई वॉन्टेड टू डू दैट विद भगवत गीता बट इट वॉज टू हार्ड फॉर मी टू रीड. So
Mhm.
this book became my that go-to place. And if that book is also not with me because I've given it to a friend now who is not giving it back to me, so what I do is I go to my phone, I open voice recorder, I say everything I want to say. I say everything is I just want to say. I just dump it on that device, and then I take a huge, like, long breaths, and then I delete it. And I think these are few things that just helps me to get out of the moment. And don't take any don't take a decision when you are in that space. Don't take a decision. Just feel whatever you're feeling. Let Feel that feeling completely first. Step out of it and then take a decision. So yeah, I think that those are few things that work out for me and I think might work out for people.
Thank you for sharing your ways. Last question. So, yes, Shraddha, can you please
Hmm.
throw some light over internal acceptance and external validation? I guess this is burning thing for us. So, yeah.
I think it's like tug of war, internal acceptance, external validation, and you're always in the pulling and pushing situation.
Yeah,
So yeah, I think we all go through that phase when you have not discovered yourself yet. You are
exactly.
still figuring out different things about yourself. And I think जब in internal acceptance definitely comes very late. First comes your external validations. It starts from your friends first,
Mm-hmm.
then your cousins of your age, siblings of your age, then it moves on to your family. Think external validation comes first. And external validation लेते लेते आप अपने आप को डिजाइन करने लग जाते हो until there is a moment where you are not comfortable with it anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I started growing thick, आई यूज्ड टू गेट सजेशंस लाइक कि यार ये टॉप मत पहन, इसमें थोड़ा सा पेट दिख रहा है. और
Exactly.
नाउ ऑल्सो आई वेयर हाई वेस्ट जीन्स एंड क्रॉप टॉप्स. तो हाई वेस्ट जीन्स यू वेयर हियर राइट, तो आपका
Mm-hmm.
जो मेन बेली पार्ट है दैट पॉप्स आउट.
Mm-hmm.
एंड देयर आर 2-3 people हु विल ऑलवेज टेल यू कि यार श्रद्धा ये ढेरी दिख रहा है, कुछ ऐसा अलग पहना कर. एंड आई एम लाइक आई लाइक दिस, आई रियली वांट टू वेयर दिस. मैं अपने फैमिली में नहीं पहन पाती बिकॉज आई रियली कांट, बिकॉज एज आई सेड अर्लियर यू कांट एक्सप्लेन देम ऑल दिस थिंग. But I think other than that, I have just started saying कि I like it this way and I'm going to do it. So I think eventually people also don't dare. Once you say it,
Exactly. The way you said
so
the boundaries wala thing. Uh,
right, and you just say it कि हाँ मुझे पता है. I mean, I bought that jeans.
mm-hmm.
I spent my money on it. I paired a top with it. So of course I looked myself into the mirror and I obviously saw that tummy popping out. But I'm okay with it because this is the style I really want to wear. I'm not going to wait for another 2 years कि जब मैं पतली हो जाऊंगी तब मैं ये पहनूंगी. I'm not going to be younger after 2 years. I'm going to keep growing old. Even though I'm growing sexier, doesn't mean I have to wait 2 years to pull off that outfit, to wear that backless top. It's okay. I have just some extra skin to show. I think it's complete. It has to be completely fine. तो जब आप एक्सटर्नल वैलिडेशन में होते हो, आप अपने आप को टेक्स्ट बुक परफेक्ट दिखाने का कोशिश करते हो कि
Exactly.
टिप टॉप हूँ मैं. I am the wala phase, and once that internal acceptance comes, you are like, yes, I know I'm not perfect, but I like it this way. So I think that journey is like a tug of war, and unless you keep pulling, pushing, it will keep happening. But yeah, you have to bring internal acceptance before external validation, so that first you are happy with whatever you are, and then external अच्छा आया तो bonus for you, और अच्छा नहीं आया तो something you need to move on from. So either way, it's not gonna affect you. So for external validation to stop affecting you, you need to have internal acceptance. So I think that is the relationship between these two things. Because external validation आना नहीं रुकेगा. You, no matter what, again, you are a human. You would want कि अगर तुम 20 मिनट लगा के रेडी हुए हो और जब तुम बाहर निकलो तो जो तुम्हें एटलीस्ट जानता है वो तो बोले कि यार सही लग रही है या सही लग रहा है. That will still be there. I'm not saying it's gonna go away. It's not gonna go away because you are a human. But for it to impact you, matlab it will not impact you if you have accepted yourself internally. If you have seen in yourself mirror and said yourself ki, whoa, 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 what a sexy girl. Then तुम बाहर जा रहे हो और फिर किसी ने कॉम्प्लीमेंट दे दिया तो बोनस, नहीं
Exactly.
दिया तो you still have that one compliment with you कि
Mm,
अरे अपन तो सॉलिड ही लग रहा है, आज कोई कुछ भी बोल दे.
how
So I
beautiful,
think that's how this two things work.
like how beautifully you explained it with the example. With this only, it's like people don't compliment themselves. They will criticize.
Yeah.
So by that, so what do you want
Yeah.
to be like advise them if they being too hard on themselves in this journey
तो
of self-acceptance?
ऐसे कुछ बहुत ज्ञान तो मेरे पास नहीं है ऑनेस्टली. बट देयर इज वन थिंग दैट आई हैव लर्नड इज दैट डार्लिंग, यू आर अ टेक्स्ट बुक एंड लाइफ इज ऑलवेज गोइंग टू थ्रो क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम आउट ऑफ सिलेबस. तो तुम बस क्वेश्चन को रेडी रहो एंड टेक क्वेश्चन एज इट इज. डोंट थिंक कि अरे ये क्वेश्चन तो टेक्स्ट बुक में था ही नहीं. जस्ट थिंक कि इसका आंसर देना कैसे. दैट्स इट. एंड आई लर्न दैट वेरी हार्ड वे, ट्रस्ट मी. And that is the one advice I give to everyone कि जो सिचुएशन जैसे आ रही है जस्ट डील विथ इज एज इट इज. अपने ओवर थिंकिंग के ब्रिक्स मत लगाओ. जैसा जो सामने दिख रहा है उसको वैसे ही डील करो. इफ यू नो 0% अबाउट इट, इट्स ओके. टेल मी आई डोंट नो आंसर टू दिस क्वेश्चन. And there will be trillions of people in this world who are ready to help you. And with a country like India, तुम्हारे फैमिली से लेके पड़ोसी से लेके फ्रेंड से लेके हर किसी के पास उस चीज के लिए 10 आंसर होंगे. यू जस्ट हैव टू बी यू जस्ट हैव टू लिसन इनफ टू नो व्हाट इज द राइट वे. तो आई थिंक इट्स जस्ट दैट कि जैसे जैसे चीजें आई बस उसको वैसे वैसे डील करो. डोंट अंडर गो. डोंट ओवर थिंक. जस्ट एज इट इज. टेक इट एज इट इज. That's it. I think if I have to put it with the body image and say how I will apply this in life is, as I said earlier, कि अगर मेरा टमी दिख रहा है and someone comes and tell me मेरा टमी दिख रहा था ऐसे, हाँ, and I like it that way. It is as it is. वो गलत नहीं बोल रहा है सामने वाला. बस वो उसको नेगेटिव पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से देख रहा है और उसके नेगेटिव पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से मेरा पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू चेंज नहीं हुआ. आई एम टेकिंग इट एज इट इज. हाँ, मेरा टमी दिख रहा है बट आई एम स्टिल लुकिंग फेबुलस. बट नहीं, बट वुड बी अ रॉन्ग वर्ड टू पुट इन बिटवीन. आई थिंक हाँ, मेरा टमी दिख रहा है एंड आई स्टिल लुक फेबुलस. तो
Exactly.
टेकिंग इट एज इट इज एंड देन नोइंग कि तुम्हें इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ रहा है. यू आर फाइन.
Yeah.
एंड नेक्स्ट डे आई एम अगेन वेयरिंग द सिमिलर जीन्स because you don't buy a lot of jeans. You have like 5 or 6 jeans and you have like 50 tops. So next
Definitely.
you're going to wear same jeans and different crop top and it's completely fine.
I literally enjoyed our conversation because it being
Me too.
it's been year that we planned and it's just happened and I have a lot to talk about. But my takeaway
Yeah.
from this conversation is like how you said it, three A's: acknowledge, acceptance, and adapt. I'll take this with
Alter, alter,
alter,
alter.
sorry, alter.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And you helped me to come up with it. मुझे भी नहीं पता था that I am actually doing this until you put it in a question's point of view. जब तक you did not ask me as a question, I was like, I had no idea that I had these answers.
but
So I
you
think you
reflected
are
on it.
brilliant at doing this.
Okay. I'm not, I I'm not good at handling compliments, but yeah, thank you for it. But the thing, how you reflected on stuffs, it's so
Hmm.
great, and how you put it this three.
Thank you, thank you.
And yes, that takeaway was like life gonna be uncertain. So you can't plan
Yeah.
and be in that way. We need to be improvise our steps and go forward and move forward.
Yes. Definitely, definitely.
So thank you so much, Radha. And
Thank you so much, Bandana, for inviting me in Inside and Out and actually asking me questions how I feel inside when people talk about my outside experience. So I think you just made the topic very, very open to me. You gave me a lot of space to think. And I think two things that I'm taking away from this conversation is one, I have a lot more knowledge than I think I have.
you're
And I
definitely
feel a lot more confident.
exactly.
And so I think thank you for that. Thank you. Thank you so much.